Daisy, thank you for joining me. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm good. We've got a lot of sunlight coming in on us. I think it's making me look very pale, but...
Oh my god, I'm so pale.
So let's start off with, when did you get into songwriting?
I got into... Right, we'll ignore that. I got into songwriting... Oh my god, the first song I ever wrote, I was probably like... I think I was like 8, maybe. I can't even remember, but it was very much like Taylor Swift, Hannah Montana, but I was like, okay, yeah, I want to do that. But the first song I remember was, I played it in my, I did like musical theatre class as a kid, and one time they did a like talent contest, and I played the song for like the talent contest.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I find that a lot of artists I speak to who are sort of your age, they say like Taylor Swift and Hannah Montana, like they are two of the really like popular
It was Hannah Montana
references.
and like High School Musical. So that's why I started off doing like musical theatre stuff, and then I realised I wasn't very good at that. And then I was like, oh, I could write my own songs. I think even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you play the guitar as well.
Yeah.
When did you start learning that?
I think I was 7 when I first started having guitar lessons. So I had guitar lessons all through primary school, and then I was kind of left to my own devices for a bit. Tried to do grade 5, that didn't happen. So I'm just, but yeah. Guitar was like my main instrument.
So you released your first song, 50 Years, in 2021.
I did.
And then there was a few years until you released another song. So why was there that break, and then why did it feel right to release a new song in 2024?
It was more of like, it wasn't an intentional gap. I just kind of really struggled for a long time to finish music that I was happy with. I actually released before 50 Years, but I've deleted that.
Oh,
Since
really?
deleted it off Spotify, yeah. I released like a self-produced EP in lockdown.
Oh, wow.
So that got removed.
Why did you remove it?
It's just not... I would love to, at least one of the songs that was on there, I'm planning to like re-record.
Oh, cool.
At some point.
Yeah.
But it's just not the vibe.
No.
It's so not good. But you know what? It was an attempt, so yeah. But no, the gap between 50 Years to now to Honey and Lemon was like just more like struggling to finish the like recording and production process. Really difficult, because I went to uni thinking this will be great, I'll have loads of time for music. No, I did not.
Yeah.
It was like, it very much got buried under like all the uni work.
Yeah. So you graduated earlier this year, didn't you?
I graduated last year.
Last year.
I only had my graduation this year, but I finished uni about a year ago.
Oh, okay. And was it music you studied?
Yeah, so like performance production, songwriting, bit of everything.
So do you think that helped you sort of navigate your music career at all? Like, do you think it was a good decision to do a music degree?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was honestly, a big part of it was like moving to London. That definitely helped me kind of sort myself out a bit in terms of like music as an actual job, just like being able to like do gigs and do the networking and like meet people and stuff like that, because I'm from like middle of nowhere, countryside. And yeah, like all the people I met at uni that I work with now, like I don't know what I'd do without them, like my best friends.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Yeah.
So now you have a lot more time for music now that you've graduated.
Yeah.
So you made a music video last year to your song Tell Me. What was the process of making that like?
So that was like the most fun thing ever. So basically the way it came about was in my like retail job that I had all throughout uni, I met my friend Bryony, who at the same time was doing a film degree. Oh. And so her final like third year project, which lined up perfectly with my third year project, was to make a music video. So she came to me probably like over a year before we shot it and said, hey, this is going to be my final year project. Yeah. Do you have a song that you want the music video for? So I was like, oh my God, yes. Sent her the song, which was still not even recorded at that point. I'd written it. Tell Me I wrote in like 2021. So before I even went to uni. Yeah. Came from a completely hypothetical like standpoint, like written from. And then we started planning the video probably like a whole year before we shot it, because she has to then go through the whole, so that's how we were able to do it, because she had all the like equipment and like set and all of that like from her uni. But it tied in perfectly with my like artist development module for mine, which was, so I got to basically hand in the song, hand in the video, and so I was marked on the songwriting but also like the marketing of like the release and like all of that kind of stuff. So that was really great for both of us. Really. Like,
so ideal.
I get a music video, we both get our assignments. But yeah, that's how it came about.
So are most people on your music course, were they all sort of like artists as well? Is everyone putting out music and trying to be their like solo artists?
Quite a few people, yeah. I mean, my course was a bit mixed because it was called performance and production, but you have a lot of people on there who do the performance side of things, which are like, most people on my course are trying to be like session musicians, like play in other bands, do like session recording, that kind of stuff. And then there are people that are just looking at songwriting from like a commercial standpoint.
Yeah.
And then there was a handful of us who, there's like an artist development module like off of the songwriting one, which was like where so like the assignments were write the song, produce it, record it, release it, market it, do all of the like the pitching and like the TikTok content and like do all of that. So that was the whole thing.
Interesting. So I love your new song Speed Walking. How did that one come about?
That one came about, so funny, because it literally came from a conversation with one of my best friends who I met at uni.
Yeah.
So she was telling me about how she'd seen a thing that was like, because I'm like a chronic speed walker, like all my friends say to me like, can you just like slow down? When we're going somewhere, like I just want to go there. Like I'm the one that's like weaving in and out of people. So she said to me like, it's a whole thing about if you are always like walking really fast, you're naturally getting your heart rate up and then you get more stressed. Because like the reason I'm rushing around everywhere is because I'm stressed that I'm going to be late. So she was like, you're kind of just making it worse for yourself. So that's how I got the idea for like the song in general. But yeah, it's kind of like meant to be funny, but also it's kind of about like anxiety and feeling like you're falling behind in like the whole like, music industry and everything as well. Yeah, it's
an interesting concept. So it feels like a bit of a new era for you. Do you think that's right?
Definitely, yeah. So speed walking is like, because I had Honey and Lemon and Tell Me in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And then speed walking is definitely like the start of a whole like a new thing. Like I'm going with the red theme.
Yeah.
I'm going with like so yeah, I have quite a few new ones in that are like being worked on right now. But obviously a bit of a bigger gap than people normally do. But I'm just like, when it's ready, I'm putting it out.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not like, I was gonna do the whole thing of like, get a bunch of songs ready every 6 weeks, like bang on a release. But it's like, God knows when I'm gonna have however many songs ready.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I'm just gonna put it out.
Yeah, you don't want to rush it as well. So let's talk about your musical influences. If I was to guess, I feel like I can hear a bit of Lizzie McAlpine in your music. Would you say she's inspired you?
I love her so much, yeah.
Who else would you say are your inspirations?
At the moment, so yeah, definitely Lizzie, definitely like Phoebe Bridgers and Boy Genius. I love the Army of the Navy. I love Tiny Habits, if you know them.
Yes.
All of like my new stuff that I'm recording right now, a lot of it is like the super like crunchy harmonies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who else do I love? Victoria Canal. Obsessed with her. And like Dodie was like my first ever like singer-songwriter person. I was like, okay, yes, this is
Yeah. And do you go to a lot of gigs in London?
I try to. It's hard because I don't live in London anymore.
Oh right.
So when I was at uni, definitely.
Yeah.
I went to Couch recently, which is not my usual type of thing, but my friend had a spare ticket. So they're kind of like jazzy.
Oh nice.
Like big band sort of thing. But yeah.
Cute. So what is your favourite album so far of this year? Could you pick one?
Album of this year? Ooh. Can I?
Yeah, have a look.
New album that I found recently, I think it came out this year. Yeah, Winged. So Winged by Leah Pappas-Kemps. My mix engineer / vocal producer that I've just started working with sent me one of her songs as like a reference for something that we've written.
Yeah.
But this whole album, should I show that?
Yeah.
Is so good. So that's my favourite at the moment.
Oh, cool. So how did you meet the people you work with, like your vocal producer, like you said?
So I met her through, I went to work with this one producer called Felicity, who I found through Instagram, and then who recorded Speedwalking with me. And then she referred me to Maya as a mix engineer, but then me and Maya have now also started working together as well. So I'm like, basically I'm just trying to like work with lots of different people.
Yeah, I guess you sort of just meet people through also, knowing other people.
Yeah, but it's my first time ever getting to work with like female producers and stuff. So I'm really having really enjoying that.
Yeah. So do you think if you didn't go to uni, do you think you still would have pursued music, or like would you just have had a completely different way about going around it?
I definitely still would have pursued music. I didn't initially plan on going to uni. Like, when I finished college, I was like, okay, now I just need to, like, get a job, do music on the side, and see what happens. But then, because COVID happened while I was at college, I was kind of like, I feel like I missed out. I feel like I didn't really go.
Yeah.
So I was like, I kind of really don't want to be an adult yet.
Yeah.
I want to move to London. I want to, like, meet new people, have the opportunity to, like, do all that kind of stuff. And so I definitely would have done music either way, but I was like, if I go and do music at uni, then it's just kind of like more opportunities. I just wanted to meet people.
Yeah.
It felt like a bit of a safety blanket to be in education for a bit longer, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's alright.
So you said you grew up in a sort of small rural area. Did it then feel weird moving to London for uni?
Kind of, yeah. Oh my god, I can't even remember it feeling. It was all like a very big, like, sudden change, because I moved into, like, uni halls, but then it was like tube to class and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. I didn't necessarily think, like, oh, this is super different.
Yeah.
Because I knew it would be.
Yeah, and I guess it's also fast paced. You sort of don't realise, like, the time just goes.
Oh my god, it went so quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And going after, like, lockdown as well, it's like there were already so many changes anyway.
Yeah, like, so my best friend from uni, who was my flatmate for all 3 years, we met literally on, like, the Facebook group chat that my uni set up for people to find, like, live with each other. So yeah, we literally met
day one.
Yeah.
So what exciting things do you have coming up?
The most exciting thing I have coming up right now is I'm in this competition called Road to Lake Fest, which is like, so Lake Fest is a festival in Herefordshire. So I've got semi-finals for that next weekend.
Oh, that's so exciting.
So if I win a slot on the main stage, but I get to play the festival regardless. So it's like my first proper big festival.
Yeah.
And then I've got a few local ones this summer as well.
Cool.
And then just lots of things being recorded.
Well, the last question, I have this book. If you turn to a random page and answer the question on it.
Oh, okay. If your music was a colour, what would it be? Okay, easy. Red.
Red. Red.
I'm not showing up very well right now. My hair's super faded, but
yeah, it's red.
It needs doing.
Yeah.
But I wanted it fresh for gig next week.
There you go. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me.
No, thank you so much for having me.